What is going on, nomads and entrepreneurs? Hope you're well, hope you're healthy. Welcome back to another episode of the Nomad Entrepreneur Podcast. This is the midweek episode, and I want to thank you again for taking time to listen, for coming back. It means so much to me. We are growing. These previous episodes have been fire, and today I have a very short one, and this is an audio version of a video that I made for the YouTube channel a few days ago, and it's titled Easiest Way to Earning $4,000 a Month as a Digital Nomad. That is the video version, but the audio version, I don't know, maybe I just titled it the same way, but the main premise of the video is to show you how I was able to leverage my time and my skill to make enough money to become a digital nomad and to be able to bring my life with me on the road. So if you're listening to this and you're asking yourself, or maybe a digital nomad lifestyle is one that you aspire to live, and one question that's on your mind is, how do I make enough money to be able to do this long term? I think this episode is going to answer that question for you. So take your time to listen. It's only about 10 minutes long, and it's going to show you exactly how I was able to do it by leveraging my time and my skill, the orders that I went through initially, and how I was able to crack the code of offering my skill or my knowledge as a service to other people. Hope this episode is helpful to you, and if it is, consider subscribing or following the podcast wherever you get it from. That could be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, whatever it is, wherever you're listening right now. Make sure to hit the subscribe and follow button and leave a review. My goal is to make this podcast one of the best out there as a resource for digital nomads and remote working entrepreneurs, and your feedback will help us get there. So without further ado, let's dive right into this midweek episode. Thank you again for coming back, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Let's dive right in. Welcome to Nomad Entrepreneur, the podcast for digital nomads and remote working entrepreneurs who are living life on their own terms. I'm your host and fellow nomad, Daniel Falonipe, and I'm excited to bring you conversations with inspiring individuals who are building businesses from anywhere in the world. Each episode will dive into their stories, tips, and strategies for creating a successful and fulfilling location-independent lifestyles. So grab your headphones, kick back, and join me as I explore the freedom and adventure of the nomadic life. Let's get started. So if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I talk about travel, I talk about being a digital nomad. But for anyone who's watching my channel, or maybe you are in the process of trying to figure out if this lifestyle is for you, one important question that you probably have right now is, how can I make this work in terms of how can I make money? How can I create an income source? I'm going to share with you one way that I've been able to do it, and that has proved to be the most efficient that I know that you can apply to yourself right now and start your digital nomad journey, start making money. Because if you want to be out there, of course, you're gonna have to bring your life with you. You need a place to sleep, you need a way to get around, of course, by flying, and of course you need to eat and have money for upkeep. So money is really important, and it's one of the things that hold a lot of people back from living this digital nomad lifestyle that they are aspiring to live. So let's get the mindset block out of the way. If you're thinking about this and you think, well, this may never be possible for you, I'm gonna tell you right now that that is not the case. And this is one of the greatest lies we're told, that you only have to be in one place, be settled somewhere, have a traditional lifestyle, 9 to 5, go to your job, come back, and that is the only way to live. But once you figure out a way to start making money, once you figure out this lifestyle, you realize that it is just as easy as being where you are right now. You just have to overcome that mental block. Of course, you have days where you think, or maybe you are thinking to yourself, have I made the wrong decision by living the comfort of my 9 to 5, the comfort of that paycheck that comes to you bi-weekly? But the truth is, anyone can be gotten rid of by any employer. But when it does happen is when you realize that, wow, maybe you should have, just bitten the bullet and just went with your guts and just, started something that is your own, that you can call yours. Now, let's get right into the meat and potato of this video, which is how to, create an income source. So now I'm going to come to you from my perspective, the way that I have been able to do it. And what exactly did I do? Of course, it is to look within yourself. Look within yourself. There has to be something that you can do, or something that you do so flawlessly right now that you don't even have to break a sweat doing, that you can offer to other people as a form of service. And the fastest way to make your first dollar online is to leverage your skill or your time. If you have a skill, then you can leverage that skill. Or maybe you don't have a lot of skill, but you have time, then leverage that time to learn some type of skill. When I started running digital marketing for businesses, and the way that I was able to do this was by learning while I still had my 9-to-5 job. So back when I still had my job in sales, I would go to work and I would just sit down by my computer when I didn't have customers in front of me, and I would just go on YouTube, plug in my headphones and start watching videos teaching how to run Facebook ads, Google ads, and I would watch these videos over and over again, and I would follow all of these internet gurus and teachers who taught about how to run Facebook ads and Google ads, and I would go through all the free training that I could find on YouTube, and that's how I learned how to run ads. And in the first couple of months, it was a little bit difficult. I would put money, my own add-on money, into running ads for my own dropshipping store, and I would put about $5 a day, $10 a day into running ads so that I could learn the platform. I could learn exactly how to set it up. And after a couple of weeks, I felt confident enough to pick up my phone and start cold calling local businesses around me. I would cold call local businesses, asked if they needed Facebook ads, and of course, the majority of them said no. In fact, all of the businesses that I called over that period of time said no. But after posting in Facebook groups over and over again, I had one business take chance on me, and they asked me if I could build a website rather than run ads for them. And of course, I told them yes, I could build a website, knowing fully that I couldn't even build a website. But I told them that I could build a website. They paid me $500 for this website. With $500, I went on Fiverr to find someone who could help me build a website for $100, and I used $100 to buy them a domain name and hosting plan, and I pocketed $300. So I spent $200 in total trying to execute this by outsourcing it to someone else who could do it, and I pocketed the rest of the money. So that's not to say that that is, the only way to do it, but that is just to buttress the point that you need to be able to sacrifice something at the very beginning by either leveraging a skill that you have right now or leveraging your time to learn a new skill. I mean, it could be anything. Or what do you currently do at your job right now? If you have a 9-to-5, maybe you're an HR, or maybe you just someone who knows how to write. Maybe you run internal communications at a company right now. You might be able to bring that skill into the marketplace and charge way more than you're being paid at your current job right now. So after you find out exactly what it is that you can do, then the next thing you want to do is to start finding clients. As I said earlier, for me, the way that I was able to find clients was by picking up my phone and start calling local businesses around me. But that is not going to work for a lot of people. So what do I recommend that you do? The next best then is to go to all these online job marketplaces, and the most popular ones are of course Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer.com. I can say categorically that Upwork gave me all the freedom that I have today, because if not for Upwork, I would have been in a very different place right now. So when I started traveling, I had this online business, this online dropshipping business that I was running at the time, but I ran into some issues and my business just crashed overnight, and I was thinking to myself, how can I make some money in the shortest possible time? And I went on Upwork, and I must tell you that in the first couple of weeks, I was able to go from literally zero to over $4,000 a month by using Upwork. And if you are wondering, well, Upwork doesn't work for a lot of people, well, there's a certain method that you can use right now to get your first client, and I can guarantee it, if you're in the United States, that you will be able to get your first client in the next 3 weeks. And that is if you have an already existing skill that you can offer to other people. And just before I go into the detail, I have an ebook right now linked in the description. It's how to get your first freelance client on Upwork. I link it down below. You can go download it right now. Everything that I've learned in that period of time, I packaged it into this ebook, and it's all for free. So go click the link in the description right now and you will be able to get it. A lot of people just go on Upwork, they put up a profile, and they don't really put a thought into the type of profile that they put out or how they do their outreach. And even though I stumbled upon this method by chance, I have been able to refine it in a way that allows me to gain clients almost on demand if I wanted to. So I set up my profile in a way that is attractive. I look at what the best profiles out there on the Upwork platform looks like, and I mirror those profiles and just tone it down a notch, because I knew for a fact that I didn't already have clients. Anyone who looked at my profile will look at my job history and they know that I didn't have any job under my belt on the Upwork platform. So I would look at what other profiles were doing, and I would just replicate that same profile into mine and just tone it down a little bit in terms of what I charge for it. So if someone charged $100 an hour, I would charge anywhere from $40 to $60 an hour, knowing that I can compete on price, even though I cannot compete on job success or feedback or reviews or any of this stuff. And the one thing that you need to keep in mind if you are using the Upwork platform is that you want to make sure that you're sending a lot of proposals. Getting your first job is all about a numbers game. If you send one proposal a day, then maybe you need to send out 30 proposals to get one job. Then you're gonna have to wait for 30 days in order to get that one job, and it's not even guaranteed. So when I first get on the platform, I was sending out 10 proposals at the very least every single day. Even to some of the jobs that I knew I wasn't qualified for or that I didn't have the skill to deliver on, I was still sending proposals. I was still sending applications into those jobs. And what happened was, at the very second day, I received an invitation to get a call with one of the jobs that I applied for. And in the next 2 days, I landed 2 clients on Upwork that paid me a combined $4,000 a month recurring. And that was the big break that I needed. And I went on to repeat the same thing over and over again, just rinse and repeat. And my income just went up and up and up. Of course, now I'm not as active on the Upwork platforms I used to be, because I have my hands full right now. But if I were to start again, this is exactly how I would do it. One, I would find a skill that I'm already good at, something that I can either learn very quickly or something that I already have. Then after that, I will go on this job platforms. I will go on this job marketplaces, create a profile, and start sending out applications over and over again. Of course, if you don't want to do that, you can leverage your immediate circle of your friends and family to get referrals, but not everyone has that opportunity. So this is your best shot in order to start getting your first client if you are looking for a quick way to make money right now. And this is the best way to do it. Tap it into your existing skill and charging for your time or for your skill. This is going to guarantee that you make money now and over the course of however long you want to be traveling for. And at the end of the day, you will be able to find exactly what works for you and what doesn't work, and then you can pivot into other things and maybe start your own business, start a content creation business on YouTube, anywhere, and start building your empire from there. But I just wanted to share this with you as an experience that I've had in the past, because it's a question I get every single time, and I will be sharing with you in the specific online businesses that you can get into. I'll go into detail, break it down for you, and how you can start. That will allow you to start generating some income so you can start traveling. So I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, consider subscribing, and don't forget to go download that ebook. It's going to be in the description down below. And also listen to my podcast, Nomad Entrepreneur. This is where I talk to entrepreneurs on how to build a location-dependent businesses that will allow you to travel and live the life that you've always dreamed about. Once again, if you found it helpful, subscribe. My name is Daniel, and I will see you in the next video. So take care now. Bye.